about here. You know, I do want to, you know, we have these conversations a lot. But, you know, I think it's time for us to try to come up with solutions, obviously. So, you know, what do you think are some steps that we could take to kind of end this gender war? Because obviously we go on social media. Every relationship podcast is just back and forth. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so what are some solutions to ending this gender war? Or do y'all even think there's a gender war? Because some people don't even think there's a gender war. They just think this.
I think there's absolutely a gender war.
Okay.
Even out there where y'all at too.
Yes, for
Okay.
sure.
And do you think that it could be ended?
It's gone pretty deep.
Yes.
So I'm not really sure, but I do feel like the red pill stuff doesn't help. And the pink pill stuff. I'm not gonna lie, it's both ends. You have like the sprinkle stuff that's like encouraging women to you know, use men for their money. And then you have the red pill telling men that like if they have a certain amount of money, then they're worth more and they can have multiple women as long as they're like, you know, whatever about it. So I think there's like a battery being put in men and women's back, and it's like it's getting worse and worse as time goes on. I think one thing that could help is if we have more platforms of maybe women talking to women. So like maybe women addressing like the toxic things that we need to work on with women, and then men kind of talking to men more. I feel like there's lots of platforms where they're leaning more towards one side. I don't really hear too many voices where they're really trying to bring men and women together. So I feel like more voices like that would help. And yeah, I don't know.
Just be genuine and honest. Just keep it pushing. I feel like
I don't think that exists.
Like, I know, but I just feel like if everyone just keeps...
Well, I mean, the genuine and honest thing, I mean, some said that Kevin Samuels was genuine, like, you know what I'm saying, and honest. Or at least they would say he was honest. Like, whether I want to say he was genuine, they were saying he was honest, and he got hit with backlash, and now it's the tone, now it's the, like, you know what I mean? So there is a stipulation on honesty like that. You know?
I think though the intention matters too, because he has said some problematic things. He was on live once and he criticized the mother when he asked her if she would believe her if she had come to her and said, "Oh, like my man is touching my child." And I was watching this relationship coach. His name is Tony Gaskins. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of him, but he's one of the few people that I feel like he's talking to men and women. Like, you will watch his videos. As a woman, you will feel offended. As a man, you're going to feel triggered. Like, he's calling out both sides almost equally.
That's the one. That's the one you sent me?
Yeah, I'll show you some clips after of him. But he definitely, like, he says a lot of the things that Kevin Samuel says, but his intention is to bring men and women together and to see more marriages. And I think it's problematic for a man to tell a woman, "Oh, if your daughter tells you that I touched her, you would believe her, da-da-da-da-da." Like, that is crazy. I would think as a man, like, why would you even want to be around a child that's going to lie on you and tell, like, that should already be the sign that it's over. No, that's true. But I think as a parent, the safer thing is to believe your child. If you lost a man over it, you'll figure it out. You and your child, you can put them in therapy. You guys can work on the lying problem, but it's not worth the risk of like your child getting touched and you not believing them, because that happens too. I know a lot of women that told their parents that they were touched by a family member or a partner, and it was swept under the rug. So I feel like the risk is way too high, that it's better to believe them, find out they're lying later and deal with that, than to not and have this person continue to be around your child. So I think that with Kevin Samuels, he said a lot of things that were facts, but there was also some like poisonous things within that. So I feel like the message was still like pretty toxic at the end of the day, because the intention to me wasn't pure. And like, even when you see how he passed away, it's like a lot of the stuff he criticized, like the woman he was with, people were talking about that too, because they're like, "Oh, she was overweight. You were in a Airbnb allegedly."
Nah, they didn't say the woman was overweight. They said,
or like she was like a little. She wasn't like the type of shape that
they said that she was a baddie. Like,
really, that's not what I heard. But people were criticizing like the choice of women, and people.
But I think they were criticizing because it was him. There are people that were shitting on him because he just passed away. Like they weren't being heartful at the same time.
That's true.
Yeah, a lot of malice with that.
Yeah, I think like you said, I think that this needs to be more, we talked about this before, just listening to understand instead of listening to attack. I know some of these conversations can be very, triggering for both men and women, but I think we have to equally, because like I said, this space is relatively new, like this, like relationship dating, like, it's a relatively new thing. So it hasn't been like we've been dealing with this forever. Like, it's just both parties are frustrated with each other, and we finally, men feel like they finally have a platform after listening to daytime talk show and television for like 20 plus, 30 plus years, bashing men. in movies, Tyler Perry movies, bashing men. So now men are finally feeling like, damn, we have a platform to speak to other men who have these experiences, because a lot of men do share these same experiences, and like, women aren't as angelic as society wants to see. I'm not saying all women are bad, but there have been women who have done dirt. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, just that men, our mantra is, we'll get over it, or we'll figure it out. Like, we don't have that area to really grievance, have to frustrate our grievances. So I think we just need to listen to each other. These next couple of years is going to be triggering for both of us. Like, you know what I mean? But as a black man, I need to listen to you. And as a black woman, I want you to listen to us. Like, you know what I mean? And, hopefully we come to, I think we're going to get there. It ain't going to probably happen in our lifetime. But, hopefully we could pave that road. You know what I mean? Get back to the nuclear families. We need nuclear families. Like, I always preach that. I don't think we have developed a successful co-parenting situation. I mean, co-parenting is a relatively new thing in just human society. Like, we don't have civilizations that we can look to and say, damn, they did co-parenting effectively. Everything has always been a 2-family household. So until we could we could figure out a co-parenting system, nuclear families is going to be the way to get back to communities and have these productive conversations in communities and stuff like that. Drew, what's your thoughts?
I agree with all you said, but and ladies, don't be mad because
I'm already mad.
You know what a nigga said? Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo.
I'm already mad.
The world has changed. As soon as women started making money, it just changed.
So you're saying women are the problem?
I'm saying we're both the problem.
Are you sure?
But what I'm saying that you guys lit that shit to another field once, because the first thing is, once y'all got money, I don't need a man. A man can't tell me what I'm gonna do with my money. A man can't. We gotta pay for what the niggas in the 1960s did. I wasn't telling you, know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm not saying who you need to be. I'm not trying to say we can have that conversation, but devaluing a man because you are up, it makes me feel like men will only love on the condition that we would take care of a woman. You get what I'm saying? So I want to have, and I'm not saying men should disrespect a woman. We should, value them as well. But I feel like men love women unconditionally, where women love us with a condition. Because now we have those women with money, they don't value relationships anymore. Those women that are successful don't want to get married. They want prenups. They don't want children. That's the same thing the niggas with money said. And we were shitty. Now, I even bring up the point that women were mad when men would date younger women for wherever it is. He was controlling them or whatever the case. Now we see all these old bitches dating young niggas.
But people are talking about that too.
Oh, but we talking about it. But a lot of girls, yes, sis.
and
Cootie,
that is true
that's
because
dating that really young basketball.
her son is 22 and the nigga she with is 22.
I've seen a lot of women talking about her on Twitter, like calling her nasty, calling her a pedo.
A lot of that conversation is, see, when an older man, real quick, when an older man gets in, dates a younger woman, we look at the older man and say, you took advantage of her. You know what I mean? When a older woman takes advantage of a younger man, we look at the younger man and says, damn, you should have knew better. Like, it's two different dynamics.
Yeah, for sure.
Especially if we say women pride themselves on saying that they're more mature and emotionally intelligent. Like, you know what I'm saying? How are you being taken advantage of? You would think the boy would be taken advantage of because according to women, he's not as developed, he's not as mature or whatever the case is. But yeah, that is like a kind of double standard almost.
Should have never gave y'all bitches money.
Take their microphone. They always trying to find a way to blame black women. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, Smooth,
I ain't put no colors to that.
Let me make it quick so we get about it. I think we need to heal as a community. So therapy, communication is a big part. I don't think we listening to each other, or we take the constructive criticism I hear is like, oh, the delivery was that. Like, you really just gotta listen to what people are saying and see how you can improve yourself or what you could take from what they're saying, because everything don't apply to everybody. So take out the pieces that you like, I could work on that, you know what I'm saying? Because I see, like, you know what I mean, black women are saying that black men been deadbeat fathers, and they took that. I mean, now we the most in the homes and so on and so forth. So like, just take what you need to be taken out from what they're saying, and I mean, just if it applies, let it fly.
If it don't apply, let it fly. Like.
Right.
Yo, anyway, man, we appreciate y'all for being on the show. Again, let them know where they can follow you at.
At Halima Jatta, HALIMADIATTA.
And at ___ Shauna SHANNAA.
Shout out to the 6, man. OVO, yeah, I mean.
I don't know about the 6. That sound too demonic. I don't know. Listen, man, like, and yo,
No, it gotta be. Oh yeah, it gotta be 3 of them though. Like,
that's listen. We ain't gonna get into that. Right? But yo, I need the American fellas to lock in. Jump in the DMs, man. She acting like, you know what I mean. She don't want no American men. Change her mind. Like, you know what I mean? Again, we appreciate y'all for tuning in.
That's what you get out here. You know what I mean?
Word.
That is a benefit. Like, you know what I mean? Yo, hit the like button, subscribe. Yeah, not if y'all didn't subscribe
About to
already.
trade my
Go
lady in.
remember,
You could trade your
Dailyrapupcrew.co.
relationships in.
Not trading.
Nigga, I'm out of here.